Beyoncé threatens the life of Blue Ivy's boyfriend and warns him to stay away from Blue, or else. Then Blue Ivy, furious, threatens to unalive herself. What happens next? Mind-blowing. Keep watching to find out. Hold up, you won't believe what I'm about to tell you. Beyoncé, the one and only queen, threatened her daughter, Blue Ivy's boyfriend, to leave her alone. That's right, you heard me correctly. And no, this isn't some wild rumor or clickbait. This is straight from sources close to the Carter family. I know you're thinking, what's really going on here? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into one of the most shocking celebrity stories this year. You're going to want to stick around for this one, trust me. But first, if you love celebrity gossip like this and want to stay updated on all the latest drama, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, because there's always more where this came from. Alright, so let's break this all down. You might be wondering, why on earth would Beyoncé? Yes, the Beyoncé step into her daughter's love life, especially when Blue Ivy is still just 12 years old. I mean, we all know Blue Ivy's growing up, but dating already? Why would Beyoncé feel the need to go to such extreme lengths? Let's get into it. First off, let's talk about Blue Ivy herself. As many of you know, Blue is the first child of music's power couple, Beyoncé and Jay-Z. She's been in the spotlight almost her whole life, thanks to her famous parents. But despite that, she's kept a relatively low profile until recently, that is. Blue Ivy is now 12 years old, and with age comes, well, the beginnings of interest in the opposite sex. Reports have been circulating that she has a boyfriend. Not just some childhood crush either, apparently. This is a real thing. So, what's going on with this young relationship? Could it be the start of something serious? Now, we're not talking about a grown-up situation, obviously. Blue Ivy is still so young, but having a boyfriend in this stage of her life is kind of a big deal, especially when you consider her public status. And as protective as Beyoncé is over her family, you just knew there'd be some kind of reaction if this was true. And boy, was there. The threat. Alright, here's where things take a turn. According to multiple sources, when Beyoncé found out about Blue Ivy's boyfriend, she didn't just sit down for a casual chat with her daughter. No. Beyoncé apparently took the situation very seriously, and let's just say things got a little intense. Sources are claiming that Beyoncé confronted Blue Ivy's boyfriend in a way that can only be described as, well, let's call it a no-nonsense warning. She allegedly told him, in no uncertain terms, that if he didn't leave Blue Ivy alone, things were going to get very complicated for him. I'm talking about some serious pressure here, people. Imagine being in that guy's shoes for a second. You're just a young kid, probably nervous about the whole dating thing. And then, Beyoncé herself, yes. The legendary Beyoncé tells you to back off. How do you even respond to that? I'm not sure any 12-year-old is ready for a run-in with Queen Bey. Why did Beyoncé do this? So, the big question is, why? Why did Beyoncé take such drastic action, especially with Blue Ivy being so young? It's not like she's some rebellious teenager acting out. Blue Ivy has grown up in a world full of attention and scrutiny, so maybe her mom just doesn't want her to rush into anything too soon. We have to remember that Beyoncé has always been very protective of her family, especially her children. She's been through a lot in the public eye. Remember all those tabloid rumors? The drama with Jay-Z? The infamous elevator incident with Solange? She's seen how messy life can get when people start getting involved with your personal life. So, could it be that Beyoncé is just trying to protect Blue Ivy from the same kinds of pitfalls? Plus, when you think about it, Blue Ivy's growing up in the ultimate fishbowl. Everyone's watching her, and every move she makes gets analyzed. So maybe, just maybe, Beyoncé is just trying to maintain some sense of normalcy for her daughter in an otherwise chaotic world. Protecting her from dating at such a young age could be a way to shield her from unnecessary drama and distractions. Is Blue Ivy ready for a relationship? So let's get into it. Is Blue Ivy ready for a relationship at all? I mean, this is an 11-year-old we're talking about, and at that age, you're still figuring out who you are, what you like, and you know how to manage friendships. Does Blue Ivy even understand the complexities of a relationship? Some might argue that She's just curious about the concept of dating. But that doesn't mean she's actually ready for it. Think about it most. 11-year-olds are still focused on school, hobbies, and hanging out with their friends. Being in the public eye probably adds a whole new layer of confusion for Blue Ivy. So, maybe Beyoncé stepping in isn't just about protecting Blue Ivy from the guy, but also from the pressures of growing up too fast. Even though Blue Ivy may be more mature than most kids her age, it's hard to say whether she actually wants to be in a relationship. And considering that she has her whole future ahead of her, maybe Beyoncé wants to make sure that Blue Ivy doesn't rush into things that could affect her life in the long run. The bigger picture? So let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. If Beyoncé is stepping in now, what does this mean for Blue Ivy's future relationships? Is Beyoncé going to keep controlling Blue Ivy's love life as she gets older? We know that. Beyoncé is fiercely protective of her family, and she's been that way for a long time. But will Blue Ivy ever have the freedom to make her own decisions? Or will she always have her mom's watchful eye on her? Some people might think Beyoncé is overreacting, while others say that, as a parent, she's just doing what she feels is best. But no matter what side of the fence you're on, there's no denying that Beyoncé will always put her children first. And at the end of the day, Blue Ivy's happiness is what matters most. Public reaction. Now let's talk about how people are reacting to this whole situation. Fans are all over the place. Some people are totally in Beyoncé's corner, applauding her for being such a protective mom. Others think she might be taking things a little too far. One Twitter user said, "Beyoncé isn't playing around. She's the mom we all need." And honestly, I can't disagree. But there are also some who are a bit more concerned, saying that it's a bit much for a relationship that's probably just a crush. Either way, people have a lot of opinions, and you know how it goes when celebrities get involved. Everyone's got something to say. What happens next? So what's next for Blue Ivy and her budding romance?
Seems
Like for now, Beyoncé's warning has done the trick at least. That's what the sources are saying. The boyfriend has reportedly backed off, but who knows if this drama is really over yet. It could be the beginning of a long road of mama bear protectiveness from Beyoncé. One thing's for sure, this situation shows just how fiercely Beyoncé will defend her kids. Whether she's dealing with career pressures or relationship drama, she'll do whatever it takes to make sure her children are safe and happy. So what do you think? Was Beyoncé right to step in, or did she go too far? Do you think Blue Ivy is ready for a boyfriend, or should she wait a little longer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I can't wait to see what you all think about this whole situation. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We've got more celebrity gossip coming your way, so stay tuned. And if you want to know more about how Beyoncé's parenting style compares to other celebrity moms, check out this video right here.